about any other thing except terrorism, terrorism, terrorism. So I think that this is a way of showing France that we can hit you anywhere in those African countries, particularly where you are going after the natural resources, where you are finding pocket of growth for your economy that is suffering economic difficulties in order to get control of those natural resources. Who is going to do tourism? Who is going to invest in these countries that are in trouble? So in another way also, it's a way of attacking France. And by calling people to recite the Quran or showing that they understand some Islamic verse, it's a way of saying foreigners, French people, get away. But in the process, they have attacked other people, because it was not only the French that are there, because in this part of the continent, people investing come from India, they come from China, they come from Turkey, they come even from the sub-region, from Senegal and other, and these people are part of the hostages that have been taken. So now what we face is the risk that the hotels in West Africa, the public places may become risky places to go, and that way we send a very negative image for this region that needs investment, that need tourists, that need really to address the challenges of economic emergence. And I think that France, with its own difficulties, will think twice before trying to intervene in this part of the world.
Not wishing to put words into your mouth at all, sir, but you seem to be saying to us, in your opinion, and it is just your opinion, the President and the government, well, they've been playing a game of catch-up, and as of today, they have now lost that game.
They have indeed. They have been very weak. We have had very poor leaders without vision, without seriousness, without being able to focus on the issues, to address them properly. You see them traveling to France to demonstrate with the Charlie people after the January attack in Paris. You see them going to conferences, the United Nations, and anyway, they cannot seem to be sitting back home and really seriously and collectively addressing the problems. And it's not about just addressing terrorism. It's also addressing the root causes, the structural causes of terrorism that show that people can get part of the economic growth in these countries. African countries, they have experienced over the past few years almost double-digit growth rate. But the ordinary people are really suffering from poverty. They don't see the end of the tunnel, and the leaders are not able to look at really the way of addressing the challenges of real democracy. They cling to power in order to maintain themselves or bring along their family and other. Take the case of Mali. The president has his son making money and selling airplanes. You can see the same thing across West Africa with leaders who have not been able really to know that this is a life-threatening situation, and they need to really address the issues, see these issues as being properly addressed if they want really to get along the population in the fight against the terrorism. Because without human intelligence, beyond the technological support from France or America through drones and other intelligence from satellites, you will not be able to defeat terrorism. And I think it's about leadership, vision, and seriousness in addressing the core issues of development and democracy in this part of the world before really you can, in the long run, address the democratic challenge, the terrorist challenge that we are facing in West Africa.
Adama Gaye, thank you very much.